Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About Lego. I'm super excited tonight. We've got Stacy as a guest. Check out her YouTube channel for Bricks and Giggles on YouTube. Check out her what is it? You have a I'm blanking on the name
Stacy,
of the little shop.
pick up the slack there, will you?
Oh, Etsy.
Oh, Etsy. I was like, are we
check out her
TikTok,
Etsy shop.
Instagram?
Sorry.
What?
Yeah, Instagram. Check out Instagram. Check out Etsy. So she's awesome. We follow her, and she loves all the old castle stuff just like we do. So we're excited to have Stacy in the house. We got obviously Brick Monarch, Andrew, and myself with Brick Stop. So tonight we're talking about what? What are we talking about?
All this new stuff that's coming out, and I literally, when Stacy first jumped on previously, I don't know how it slipped out, but I called her the classics princess of the Lego world. So I felt like having her opinion on some new wild stuff might be interesting.
Yes.
Yeah. Because she likes like she showed us the little burger joint from like whatever 91 or 89 or whenever it came out.
Anything behind me, just all the old stuff.
Right? Yeah. Classics again.
Yeah. So
classic princess over here.
Well, we got blasted over the weekend with all these new images dropping from the sky. So yeah, you and I kind of agreed behind the scenes. Instead of doing our topic discussion, we would jump into basically just a giant Lego news blast because 2024 is going to be pretty hot. It looks like.
Yeah, 2024 is going to be expensive, especially with possibly the new medieval market, the Barad-dûr for Lord of the Rings, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is also coming out. So that's going to be fun.
A recession. It's going to be great.
Yeah, a recession.
Everything's just happening in 2024. It's going to be a good time. So
new
buckle
president.
up, people. New president.
I'm excited about all this stuff.
Well,
let's welcome everybody in real
yeah.
quick. Jason, of course, jumped in and said, "What's going on, fellow Fabulanders?" I'm like, my follow-up is...
I really like it. Yeah, WTF.
Jose, Fabuland Space.
You know what? I'm surprised we didn't get some Fabuland in space because it seems like Lego decided to put everybody in space this year.
Even Friends.
Duplo. They're all in it.
Jose said, some of us wanted space to make a return. Star Wars is not space, but everything is going to city space. Agreed. Yeah, it is. It's not bad. They're kind of cool.
It's as good as you're going to get in city space, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
We're going to get into it, so yeah.
Steve Moon donating again. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Many thanks, my friend. Good to see you.
Yeah, you're always welcome. We're trying to bring some extra cachet here with the show, bringing a girl on. I know we don't have girls very often, but if we were, it would definitely be Stacy.
Happy to represent. Thank you.
She's a friend of the show. Is that what we're gonna say?
Yeah. We'll stick with that.
Friend of the show.
Filler Tech says, "Hey guys, this Star Wars stuff needs to go to hell." Okay. Well, luckily for you, we don't talk about Star Wars on this channel, and I didn't mention any of the new stuff in this video.
I didn't see a lot of new Star Wars stuff at all, really. So I'm not even sure. But,
well, they just released that $700 ship. I don't know, Ventanor or whatever it is.
Oh, the big Venator, whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I
like how we don't even know the name. Nobody even cares.
No, we don't care. I don't care. I never have cared.
Yeah.
Retro joining us. Did someone say Fabuland Space?
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
I'd be down for that, quite honestly.
I mean, that's basically
ridiculous.
We got a bunch of animals and spaceships and Monkey Kid. So,
Retro, thanks for the donation, buddy.
Yeah, we appreciate that as always.
Mirko, because of Stacy, I would never complain about having only a princess in Newcastle. Hi, everyone. There you go. Peter N. Bricks and Giggles 2. We got a dream team tonight.
Dream team. Love it.
Steve is in here.
Yeah,
hello, Steve. Stacy now has the monorail.
I did get a monorail.
Is that the Futron one?
Yes.
Yeah, I have one too. I got one. It's still up in the box.
Nice.
Dang it.
Taz is in here. Spacer Nate. Fun sets coming up in space. Yep. We got a lot of cool stuff. Minifig collector. Google user. How it goes, my 3 favorite Lego people.
Yeah.
General Tron. This guy named Lee. Hello, Lee. I don't know if we know each other yet.
Good to have you on, Lee.
Oh yeah, a lot of that Fortnite. Fortnite is going to be probably pretty big. No offense to the Fortniters. I'm a Minecrafter. Okay, always have been, always will be.
Yeah, I'm not doing Fortnite.
Some of those crazy characters are like really wild. I don't know about it.
That's all just skins for the game. It's not.
Right.
They aren't real minifigs, and people are still debating whether they're even doing physical sets. So
yeah, Sisu is in here, so that's cool. All right, guys. Thank you all for joining. Let's jump into some of these sets. Let's get this out of the way.
All right, we got the minifig series coming out here. How do we like this, guys?
It's pretty fantastic because we get 4 good figs out of this. 4 out of 12 is pretty good.
Okay,
considering normally,
I like the little train guy though. I know he wasn't included in your list, but I personally like that one a lot.
I like the color of the hat.
That's cool. Mm-hmm.
The train guy could work really well in the Lego Christmas Winter Village stuff.
Maybe that's why I like it, because it feels Christmas.
I'll give him a pass. Yeah, there you go.
And the white guy is pretty cool too. That they did.
People been liking the detective with the red herring.
Yeah.
I think that's clever.
Yeah.
You know who I don't like and don't know what on earth is that harpy thing. That's such an ugly minifigure, even as a bad guy. Like the purple monster creature.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
What on earth?
That's inclusion. That's inclusion, Jason.
That's not. That's a mythical creature thing. That's not.
I know. We have a lot of those walking among us right now.
Do we know what it's supposed? Like, is there a name for it? Do we know?
No, I don't know. I don't know the name of any of these characters yet.
Gotcha.
I believe it's a representation of a harpy from like a mythology.
Oh, okay.
Which is a Greek mythological creature, but it just looks. It's such a weird color. Mm-hmm. It looks like it's a DC villain from like Marvel or DC. It doesn't look like it fits in this series at all.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think that's the worst one out of everything here.
That's a good call right there. Yeah. Purple creature looks like a flying monkey from Oz.
True.
Yeah, except for worse. Because the flying monkey minifigs were actually cool. Did you see those? They were kind of fun. Because they actually did.
I don't know that I ever did see them.
They came in 2. They came in the Lego Dimension set, and they came in the Lego Batman movie vehicle Batman's car thing. They came with 2 of them flying in there. But yeah, it was really cool. They looked good.
Yeah.
But anyway. But yeah, these are some pretty cool figs. There's a couple decent ones, and then there's 4 really good ones.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple really good ones. Yeah, they're there. Yeah, I actually
these are
turns out I really like the warrior woman lady princess. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's cool as hell. Like that one's awesome, and that sword in an actual sword color is nice to see.
True.
Yeah,
because that's a dream sword.
Yeah, instead of like pink or blue or whatever.
It looks like something right out of Conan the Barbarian movie.
Mm. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, with the big blade.
I like the arm guards printed on the arms.
Super good looking. And even the leg prints are really nice too. The whole thing. I mean, the whole thing's really cool because you could use that head for a Viking. She could totally be very easily retrofitted to be a Viking chick.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
Great minifig. Great minifig. And then of course Basil. I mean, what?
I know you can't go wrong with that. And yes, we did see the image of the head with the mustache, the weird funky mustache, and he looks like a vampire. I don't know how to feel about that.
They added vampire teeth. He looks goofy as hell.
Yeah, the head itself looks stupid.
It's pretty goofy.
Well, he's covered most of the time, so
yeah. Well,
he can keep the helmet on, or he
Yeah.
can just replace with the old original
Yeah.
bezel head.
Mhm.
Well, and I mean, they made up for it with the print on that cape. That the back of that cape is a beautiful print.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
With red trim, and the red trim goes up on the little notches and everything. Like, it's really nice. It matches the shield.
That's awesome.
So
That's cool.
yeah, did a great job on the printed cape. So you get a printed shield, printed cape, printed minifig legs, printed torso, bat helmet. If the head's the only thing that's not really doing it for you, that's fine, because that figure's loaded with good stuff.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. My biggest concern is how many can I acquire
that's everyone's biggest concern.
of the main two? You
Yes.
know?
Yeah.
The goat guy, a forestman. Yes, I think so.
So more of like a dark forest.
I would think so. Not with that
hood.
half asleep look, but
Yeah, true.
I think
He
the
looks high.
reverse. I think
Dude,
the
that
reverse
goat-
side
what-
of the head is his eyes are open.
I don't think that's
think.
cheese. I thought it was goat cheese he's eating. I'm pretty sure that's a mushroom, because look at that face.
It
That guy's
could be a mushroom.
that guy's been chewing on some crazy stuff. Hey,
How
Steve
dope would
Moon.
that- how cool would that be if that was a red tile with the little white dots on it?
That would be amazing.
That'd be hilarious, and they would never do that with that face.
There's so many
Just,
uses for that part, though. Oh my gosh, I would
That
love
would be
if they would.
amazing.
Yeah,
Can we give a shout out to Steve Mooney? He's got to
Yeah.
go.
Steve, why don't you show up for 20 minutes, 10 minutes, and then you leave?
He's working. He said, "Sorry guys, I can't stay around. It's mid morning in Darwin, Australia. I can't hide in my office for too long. Haha. I look forward to watching this later." Yeah, he rewatches them, so I really appreciate that. There's not as many people that sit back and will watch through these whole things after we post them. So yeah, that's a super fan right there. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah, appreciate it. Have a good day at work.
Yep. Anyway, back to the mushroom guy or the goat guy.
He looks like a Romanian shepherd. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can feel that. Yeah.
Sorry, Stacy. Did you mention this looks kind of like a dark forest torso? Is that what you had said?
Well, just the torso and with the hood, because
Yeah.
I feel like the dark forest used to have those hood, headgear pieces. So just that's giving me dark forest vibes. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I like that. I like that better than people running around here saying that it's a brown forestman's torso with the like wool. I don't know.
Right.
I'm like, that's not it's just because it's got the cut collar from the Middle Ages kind of vibe on it doesn't make it a forestman instantly. Like he's
Right.
not. He's
Not
he's a
instantly.
medieval shepherd type
he's
guy.
got the little
Yeah,
pouch
I mean
too.
he looks like a guy that would be in the medieval village.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, and I think he's closer to a dark forestman than a forester. That's all I'm saying, or a forestman. Yeah.
And then
so.
the little mushroom top girl. I
Yep.
like the printed butterfly. That's a great piece.
It is
Very cool.
And that mushroom top is just phenomenal. I love that.
Need like 10 or 12 of those. Make
Yeah.
the mushroom forest. Yeah.
Maybe 20.
I think you can get that butterfly right now and pick a brick. I'm pretty sure I've seen it.
That'd be
Really?
cool.
Isn't there like 2 different prints for the butterflies?
I think.
I
maybe.
think there's a few. Yeah,
Probably come from Friends or something.
probably.
Oh, from the Friends, isn't there like that arboretum plant indoor garden? Probably has like 2 or 3 different butterflies in it. Which is a really cool Friends set, by the way.
Yeah, it is. I like that one.
Yeah, this little mushroom girl also kind of goes with the acorn guy. They kind of have the same vibe.
Oh, that's true.
So
Yeah.
I do like that. It's like a more like children's book fantasy instead of like high fantasy. To get some of these little forest creatures and stuff like that. I'm down for it. I thought the little mushroom house that we saw in Lego, the AFL designer program on Bricklink, that mushroom house was great. I thought it was really fun. So
Oh yeah, that was killer.
yeah, I like that side of fantasy as well. I know a lot of people like the elves and orcs and everything, and I absolutely love that. But it's fun to see more of a storybook kind of fairy tale side of things too.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
So-
little short legs too. I've always liked.
Yeah,
I always like the short legs.
You know
Yeah,
what I've always
populate the
what I
world,
really
yeah.
what I've really wanted was especially with the Disney contract, they should make the gummy bears
Mm,
as minifigs because they're all medieval. They're all dressed medieval, right?
yes.
They have like that classic Lego medieval castle vibe to their original garments that they wear in the cartoon.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
so great.
That'd be
That'd
cool.
be fun.
Have the
Alternate
big tree
candidate
house.
said the same thing I did about the mushroom guy or the
Yeah.
mushroom girl and the woodland boy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just want to point that out. I wasn't stealing
Mhm.
your thought there, my friend. I said that and then read your comment.
No, this is not the first printed butterfly. I'm pretty sure there's others. They just said that.
Oh yeah. No, there's some that come in the Lego Friends sets for sure.
Yeah. All right, cool. So everybody's getting some of these minifigs. Come
Yeah.
out on the
Probably
first.
just have to buy the cases, honestly.
Yeah, I'll just go to
Just gonna
Walmart
have to save
on the
up
first and buy a
buy a
case.
case. Because if they're doing them in the boxes, it's just stupid. I'm not
It
gonna
is.
sit there and buy a bunch of ones and just get the case. You'll get everything you want.
Yeah.
Sell the rest.
I wonder how much that's hurting them having switched it to the boxes.
Well, it's hurting the retail end because people are ripping them open
True.
a lot because people don't care. So they're not a lot like there's
People
not a
don't
lot of
care.
they just rip them open, find the ones they want, and buy them. Like I don't know, or maybe they don't even buy. If they're ripping them open in the shop, I'm not sure if they're buying them at all. But
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, I don't know. It seems like it would hurt them a lot
Yeah.
for
We're
no
getting,
reason. Like
get your scale out.
yeah,
I'm pre-ordering a case, at least one. I saw mini ripped open at Walmart.
yeah.
Yeah. Kaz
Well,
is saying
yeah.
you can weigh them.
Yeah. I mean, if you
Bring
want
a
to,
food scale with you.
it's kind of weird. It's always feeling the bag is kind of weird too. So I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you get
do what you got to
a
do.
couple
I
of grown
guess
adults hovering over this little baggies, feeling them for 2 hours. That's kind of weird too, Jason.
it is, but it's. I don't know what's weirder though. Sitting in the store and like weighing the little packs. It's about as
Right.
weird.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
they're on the
probably.
same level.
Just for
No,
content.
these are great. Dude, usually it's like one or two minifigs I'm kind of interested
Yeah.
in on these waves. So to get the 4 like this, I'd love multiples of every single one of these. Like, just great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
great
these are good.
series.
These are really good. All right, let's jump in here to the new Harry Potter wave. Back with the gray roofs, dark gray roofs. So I'm excited about this.
I was gonna point that out instantly to you, Andrew, because I know you're the dark gray roof fan.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my initial thoughts when seeing these is they added buildings that they haven't done yet, so that's a plus, you know.
Yep.
And the additions they made to Hagrid's hut are things we haven't seen yet in Lego,
Mhm.
or at least in the way they've done them. And then that little magical creature pack down there comes with another Cornish pixie, which are those little flying blue translucent creatures. And I
Yeah.
want as many as I can because I want to put a bunch in my dark arts class room because it only came with 2 in the set. Now there's one in this one, and you can get another one in the room of requirement. So I just got that set. So now if I got this one, I would have 4 at least, and then I'd be pretty happy to get all 4 from flying around the classroom. So I
Yeah.
love that they're adding that little creature in multiple different sets and not having it exclusive to that like $130 set that came out a couple years ago. So
Yeah, I like
that's
that
my.
set.
It's a good set.
Yeah. I mean, as simple as it is, I like it.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah.
The forest.
Oh, the fort. Yeah, I like the glow in the dark part. I'm such a huge fan of glow in the dark pieces. So
Those look like the mushrooms glow in the dark.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's a really cool idea.
Yeah, that was
Well,
good.
I think the price range is pretty low on it too, and
Mhm.
you get so much for it. Like you get, I mean, the obviously bats are fun. They come in everything, but we like bats. You get the little thestral, the baby thestral, and the hippogriff,
Mhm.
and like I had mentioned earlier, the little Cornish pissy. So it's a great creature pack. Not to mention the 2 minifigs, the spiderweb, glow in the dark parts, all of the cool foliage on the leaves. Like, yeah, it's a really interesting set.
And you could buy like 2 or 3 or 4 of the. Like I wouldn't normally buy multiple, but that one I could see myself buying several of, so you can like really build out a forest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bunch of the
Yeah.
trees and stuff. So
Yeah.
Because that would be
Agreed.
fun to like add those around the base of the tower or add them around some other part of the castle and just nestle those weird looking little trees in to give it a magical vibe. Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. The boathouse is a great set.
I
definitely.
like that one too. Yeah. I think it's really cool they did it.
Yeah.
Right
it's
when I
nice.
was like, it's funny because I was like, oh yeah, I kind of collected all the rooms from the last wave. It's like they kind of did everything. We're not gonna really see too
Yeah,
much.
it's
And then
got
these
Professor
images start.
McGonagall in it right there,
Yep,
front and
they
center.
start
Mhm.
dropping these, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
the
Gotcha.
boathouse, the owlry, like what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Owlry is
Now
a
I
good
have to
set.
buy them again.
I like the privet drive. I like that little buildable chest.
Yeah, that's fun. I don't
Mhm.
focus on those ever really, so it's not for me.
Right.
But I know that, if you're gonna be getting the Harry Potter stuff, especially if you got some of the other ones, like the buildable dragon, right? The
Mhm.
hornbat or the horntail, that was
Mhm.
cool.
Right.
So that really goes along with that kind of series of stuff. So that's fun to see that again too.
I've kind of given
Um,
up buying those sets.
the bigger
And I'm like only buying minifigure scale sets at this point.
Mhm.
It just because they've been putting out so many of the others, I'm like, I just can't keep up with
yeah,
it.
those are more like what display pieces
Yeah.
versus building play kits, play
Right.
style or
Mhm.
play sets. Yeah, but I know Andrew,
So-
you like some of the display ones though. They're pretty cool still.
oh
They
yeah,
are cool,
Yeah.
definitely. It's just like if I'm deciding on what I'm going to spend my money on, I've decided for like the future to kind of back off on those.
That's
yeah.
exactly where I'm at. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, well, if I had all the money, obviously I buy every single one I want, whatever it
Exactly.
is. But if I have to kind of budget a little bit, I'm going to cut out some of the display things and add to the castle or add to the surrounding buildings a little more.
Right.
So
Mhm.
that makes sense.
Well, here's another image of the Hagrid's hut and the Owlry, a little bit closer. I like the Owlry set. Like you said, it goes with the what is it, the dancer
Winter Ball.
winter ball set from
From,
not
I think
last wave, but the
2000,
wave before.
it's from 2019, actually. Yeah.
Is it?
So if you got lucky enough to pick up the 2018, 19, and 2020 Lego Harry Potter castle sets, they kind of came out with a big one each year. And I
Mhm.
think they did two the first year. If
Yeah.
you got all those, I think you had mentioned you do. I think Stacy,
Yeah, I
you
have.
said
Yeah, I
you
have
have
all
them,
of those. Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
have them all too. So these two new dark gray roof sets are going to look phenomenal with those earlier Harry Potter ones.
Mhm.
I mean, they'll look good with the green roof ones too, because they're kind of standalone sets. You can nestle them around, put them wherever you want, but they're going to look great, especially with the winter ball because you got the snow. So,
Yes.
well, and it's from the same movie. When the scene in the Owlry is from the winter ball scene from that movie, so it's pretty cool they did that. I really like that it's built up on the burps like that, or the little
Yes.
molded
Mhm.
pieces there.
Yeah,
Give
it's
it
nice.
give it some height. I like that.
Mhm.
Earlier on, I was talking with Stacy and Jason about the new Hagrid, looking like a medieval peasant,
Mm-hmm.
being like a bricklayer or a stonemason or a carpenter or something like that. So that Hagrid is going to go into my castle world with a yellow
He's
head.
a useful, a burly citizen of Castle
Yeah,
World. Definitely.
Yes.
the
add
Lego
him.
world's Lil John.
Yeah.
Have they done other minifigures at Hagrid's scale in other
I don't think so.
things? I wonder why Hagrid gets special treatment. You know,
Because
they
it's a license.
I mean, I feel like since they've made that mold though, you'd think they'd try and find something else to use
I'm
it
trying
for.
to think.
They could use it for Hodor.
That'd be
I
cool.
think, yeah, if they did the Game of Thrones, yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly. I mentioned that earlier.
You did, yeah.
Lorem ipsum filler text. Yeah, I mentioned that to Andrew. I said, yeah, he looks kind of like a Hodor before we jumped on live here. Did Doc Ock? Did they ever do a Doc Ock with that, or was that no? That was a Jack Stone style, wasn't
Oh
it?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they did do one. I'm thinking of like the Johnny Thunder creatures, but those weren't the same size. They were bigger.
Mm-mm.
Right.
They had some brick built stuff in them, and so
They were
yeah,
similar. They were similar in size, though.
similar, but
Yeah.
he was a little smaller, a little different,
Mhm.
molded differently. Yeah, Hagrid's kind of a unique figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's between regular fig and big fig.
Mhm.
Like
Exactly.
troll,
He's
like
a
troll
mid
big fig, rock
fig.
monster big fig. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other creatures and stuff. It would have to be a licensed theme somewhere, but it's really most of those get the big figs, like the troll and the Goblin King and all that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Those are all big figs. So,
Mhm.
Yeah. So Harry Potter's coming out. All these are coming out, I believe, March 1st.
Gotcha.
couple last things I want to mention on these real quick. Did we
Go.
talk about the little Norbert mold, the new one,
No, we didn't. New Norbert mold in
and
Hagrid's hut.
the new Fang mold for the dog?
I'm excited about that one too.
Yeah, so I wanted to point those out because that's kind of what I meant when I was saying like they added things we didn't see before. So they're it's not just another X-wing in the Star Wars of 100 X-wings. It's like, yes, it is another Hagrid's hut. Yes, we have 5 of them already. At least we're getting new parts, new molds, new things to see. So I like that. And then there is a baby owl mold in the owlery. So
Oh, I didn't know that. That's awesome.
first time we get a baby owl, just
Yeah,
so you guys know.
I think it's sitting right there.
He's hanging out right on the edge on the 2nd floor.
Yeah, the 2nd floor there.
Cool.
It's pretty cool. So I'm excited for all the
Yeah.
Harry Potter stuff. It's looking pretty cool.
All right, minifig collector. The boathouse has the clips. Do you think in the future sets are going to be the same system as Hogwarts with the El Dorado Fortress Viking, Blatron? I don't know. Maybe.
It's possible.
Could.
Yeah, because I was pointing out to you guys earlier that the owlery doesn't have clips. It's like a standalone. There's no like.
Well,
there's
that we
nothing to
can
clip it to.
that we can see.
Well, but I've seen the 360 of it. I didn't see anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, and it's built out. The funny thing is on the back, it's built out with like little corner panels and stuff. So it doesn't even have a great like straight line to clip against another set, really.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It might, but we might. I did notice on the boathouse though that it does have those little clips. So maybe it's just the owlery they're kind of having as a standalone because it does stand farther away from the castle too. It's not really clipped to it in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of sitting on a hill. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's
All
a
right,
good
cool.
question.
Well, let's jump into this space that's not space. It's city
space. It's a city space.
These look pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, for city space, this is the coolest you could get, probably. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that this wave beats last year's wave.
Oh, definitely. Well,
and last year's wave was good.
I was just trying to figure. Are there like aliens included in this, or
yeah?
What
There's a few.
Yeah,
okay, then I'm a fan. If there's aliens included,
see, they're finally pushing outside it's city. It has to be realistic.
Exactly. That's what I was like kind of getting bored with. Was it just like I grew up with life on Mars, so I grew up with all the fun kind of space themes that came with aliens and stuff. So I'm like, I want some aliens.
Yeah. No, I agree. What was your first impression of these, Andrew?
I mean, I think they're awesome.
Yeah, I've been warming up to them more.
What was that?
The more I look at them.
There was a show on I can't remember, Netflix or something like that, where they went to it was like started in like the 50s and went all the way up into the future.
Okay.
I can't remember what the show's it wasn't The Expanse. That was the other show.
Yeah, these have a little bit of an Expanse vibe.
I can't remember, but the Mars rover looks just like that thing right there.
Oh, cool.
That they used in that show. And for the life of me, I don't know what the show is called, but I love the show.
Cool. Someone in the chat, if you remember, drop it.
Yeah, it's got this weird guy in it. Anyway,
this weird
it's a good show. It's a good show, right? But these are cool. I mean, there's even a 4+. Even this 4+ set looks good.
I was gonna say the 4+ set is one of the better ones. Like, and that's because it's got the processing, because they're, dude. Okay, I have to tell you what I love about this theme.
Tell us, Jason.
It's the coat. I always talk about this every single thing. Every time, dude. It's the cohesion. There's a story that's being told. They have energy crystals, but you don't just see the crystals, and you don't just see the little UFO guys, but you see them processing it, turning it into power cores. You see them on the ships. You see them in this 4+ set, putting the power crystals into the energy cores. Like,
there
it's so cool.
Thank you, Anthony, for all mankind on Apple.
That's the show.
Yes,
yeah, I knew somebody was gonna.
He knew what it was. Good show. Awesome. Anyway, it goes from like the 50s all the way up to like the current time, and this looks like something that would have been in that show.
That's awesome.
So I'm digging it.
Has like a Rock Raiders
vibe
to it.
Absolutely.
The same. With anytime I see those crystals, I mean that's what I go to. But
Power
like
Miners, Rock Raiders, yep.
Yeah, what you were saying.
Speaking of those crystals, Jason, you sent me that link on there. You remember you sending me the link on the giant crystals?
Oh yeah.
Dude, I instantly went and bought like 5 of them.
So somebody has a desk lamp style like crystal built in the like Lego crystal size.
Oh,
We'll have to
that's
Yeah.
find it.
cool.
I'll share it out somewhere. If we can find it, we'll share it because it's actually a really cool little product they made. It's like a
Mhm.
giant version of one of these Lego crystals, and it lights up for like a night light.
That's
And
awesome.
they have
Yeah.
them in like 10 different colors. So when
Yeah,
you get
red,
one, you'll
blue,
have to show it.
green. Yeah, I will.
I was like, dude, this looks like something Andrew would make. Like,
Yeah.
I had to send that to you. But yeah, no, these are really interesting sets. You notice there's different factions built in with the green suit, the blue suits, the orange workers. Like they really put some cool stuff into the like
Yeah,
the way
they
they
story building
represent this.
elements. Yeah, story
Exactly.
building elements, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because you can,
So,
yeah.
yeah, again, this ship here looks great. Looks very modern.
Mm-hmm.
You get this other like launch pad type thing. Looks like something that would be on another planet.
Yeah, and the bottom of that opens up. It hinges open, and there's like a whole lab inside, and like some working areas and stuff like that.
You're getting a good variety of size sets for these
Mhm.
too. A lot more
Yep.
mid-range size sets, which I'm always happy about.
I
Right.
love when Lego does something like that I'm interested in and does a wave of actual sets instead of
Right.
like a one-off here and a throw this over there and like
Mhm.
even like how Star Wars and not some of these other themes have gone into they just kind of do a little bit of everything. This is again it's a very cohesive theme. You could just pick these all up and then build out a whole space world.
Right.
I love that.
Steve says he's beginning to think he's the old guy on everyone's stream. Why
You
would
might
that be,
man.
Steve?
He's got like the literal catalog of Lego from like I don't know what it's a while back all the way to like to some of the mid 90s. I think he's told us some of the stuff he has.
Yeah.
Like when we were doing like the retro train stuff, he basically had every set we talked about.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Spacer Nate says humans are superior for once sci-fi themed things always assume more advanced alien species.
Okay, I kind of like that in the sense I like the way they did the aliens. Normally, I like aliens being creepy and scary and big and whatever, and they have their own
Mhm.
ships and factions. It's kind of fun to see them as spore creatures, like kind of coming up
Yeah,
out of the ground, sort of. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's different.
definitely different.
It's
Like, yeah,
definitely different. Yeah,
it's a little bit more, it feels like a little bit more accurate to a modern like space exploration. Or
like
like,
you were
oh my
mentioning
God, there's life.
the
And it's not like,
Expanse,
yeah.
sort of right. There's
Kind of, yeah.
some aspects of sci-fi craziness in
And
the
like
Expanse, but it doesn't get
Prometheus,
too crazy.
the Prometheus vibe, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's a little more grounded and almost kind of scarier in some way.
Dang. 61 years old and a Lego collection to match.
Very
Amazing.
cool.
Love it.
Hey, when you get close to kicking the bucket, bro, call me.
Oh man.
Yeah, so following off of that.
Just kidding,
one thing I
man. We
did
love having you in our live.
No, yeah, you're great.
Stick
He's
around,
just being
please.
Andrew's just being that guy. This
I'm always that
this
guy.
little I know. This little sleek ship on the left here looks almost like a fighter.
It does, yeah.
I kind of
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not gonna say that, right? Because it's city
Mhm.
space, but it kind of gives you that vibe. One thing I'm hoping that if they do another wave, they build out a larger kind of mothership that's not as sleek looking and doesn't look the same as the other three they've already shown here, because they're all basically very similar looking ships.
Yeah.
And it gets a
True.
little old if they're all looking the same. So maybe building out a different style next year would be kind of cool to see. And if they add to this, I hope they do. I hope this sells really well and they want to add another 7, 6, 7, 8 sets next year.
Yeah.
Maybe get even more deep into some of the terrain. That's the other thing. I like what they have with terrain, but it's like 2 tiny little chunks.
It is.
That's all
Yeah,
you
it's
get.
a lot.
Buck
I'd love
Rogers
to see
vibe.
more. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. But yeah, I'd love to see a little more terrain built into some of these. That'd be fun.
Mhm.
The sets are cool though.
For sure.
Well, and apparently this space ring, probably someone already mentioned this in the comments. If you did, shout out to whoever that was. But the space rings, the space station modules from I think 2019 and 2020, or maybe it's 2020 and 2021. Anyway, they clip to this. They're actually backwards compatible for some of the other space stuff.
Oh, that's
Well,
cool.
that's cool.
So
Yeah.
that's
Very
kind of
cool, yeah.
fun. Yeah, I found that out today. So,
Very nice.
yeah, no, this is fun. Again, I like the different. You got green, blue, orange guys, and then you got the commander with the gold. Did you see the commander guy?
Oh yeah.
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 So it's,
Love
And
it's a lot of
I'm
fun.
I'm digging though that we've got this Technic space as well. These are massive sets.
Yeah, they
too.
look gigantic.
That the truck thing, whatever that is, that's pretty incredible looking. That reminds me of like one of those like super Technic sets from like the late 90s or the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Because they were pretty hard with Technic for a bit.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
It's cool to
Technic
see that.
and Model Team. Model Team was a big
Mhm.
thing back in the day.
Yep.
And I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but there's a new creator semi that looks like the Model Team semi
I saw that.
with the helicopter on the trailer.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
total callback to that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's like the same damn thing.
Yep. Yep.
I'm
Yeah,
not
so
much
these
of
are
a
kind of
Technic
interesting.
person.
Hmm?
I have maybe 2 Technic sets in my whole collection, so I appreciate the way they look, but it's
Yeah.
never been something I really bought. So
I
Sure.
will say this. I bought, well, I didn't buy it. My wife bought me the Dodge Charger
Mhm.
from Fast and the Furious, the big one.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it took me forever to put it together. And I mean, I can appreciate the engineering and mechanisms that go into building Technic
Hmm.
and make
Sure.
things work. But if I wanted to do that, I would have chose that as a career.
Yeah.
And I hate it.
Yeah, I didn't the ones I have, I don't enjoy the build on them. So, like or like if I have they use a lot of Technic stuff for the base of a lot of vehicles and things, and I'm
Yeah,
always so glad to be
done
done
with
with
it.
that.
I
And
mean,
the
even the tree house. The tree
Mhm.
house
Oh,
is all
really?
Technic in the middle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just don't enjoy that style of build. But they like I said, they look amazing. It's just not a fun build for me. So,
Oh
It's
yeah, yeah. No,
definitely
I agree. I'm
yeah.
an instant gratification kind of guy. Just give me a
yes,
colorful bricks so I can put stuff together.
yes, agreed.
Yeah, these are pretty hardcore. My brother, who's a mechanic, loves Lego
Mm,
Technic.
I
Well,
can imagine, yeah.
So there's
there you
something for
go.
everybody, right?
Yeah,
But
right.
you know what's crazy about this little flyer, the hovercraft thing, is there's 2 other quite detailed builds just like floating in the background.
Yeah, just sitting back here in the dirt.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I guess they pick them up or something, use them in that. But
Yeah, so there's another 2.
dude, that Rover's pretty cool.
The Rover is cool. Not as cool as the Earth.
Oh yeah.
That is
Yeah,
pretty neat.
the Earth's
I guess
orbit
that's
around
fun.
the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's on Galileo's desk
Sure.
Mm.
that just came out.
So it's kind of fun to get a life-size one.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
Now something like that I would sit and build just because it's kind of cool and scientific.
Yeah.
But like these big giant monster vehicles that are like pin after this and that and back and forth, and I'm just like once you get that together, I don't know how you get it apart.
You
That's
don't.
it, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, you got to take the little brick separator and the little knob on the top. You have to push
Yeah.
them out with that. Like it's
Mhm.
yeah, Technic Lego people are a whole nother breed of people.
Yes.
Like you said, they're like engineers, mechanics. It's not.
Yeah,
I'm an
it's-
artist.
They enjoy the process a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like
no,
the end result, and I
I'm
want
not
the
a
end
huge
result
fan.
yesterday.
How was building the Line Knights castle? Was that too? Did that take
The
too
Line
long
Knight
for
Castle
you?
was tedious, but it was a great build.
Sure. You had enough and I think that's the other thing is like with castles and stuff, like if you're building like an actual room. You're seeing like, oh, this is the armory. Oh, this is where the
Yeah,
weapons
this
go.
is
Oh, here's
coming together. You can kind of see where,
Exactly.
but there's still enough in the Lego Lion Knight's castle that feels like classic castle. You're building classic castle,
Sure.
but you're doing it with new parts, new manner, new ways of using parts. So that's very interesting. So it's kind of like learning classic builds all over again.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of fun.
Well,
And I think whenever I say, hey, I just got this set and I built it, what a fantastic build. That's the process that goes through my mind every time that happens.
Mhm.
So I
Right.
mention it and I'm like, this was a great build. I can't believe it. I'm thinking about getting a second.
Yeah.
Right.
That was the Galaxy Explorers remake for me. Like
Yeah.
putting that thing together was unreal. I don't know who designed that, but 10 out of 10 on design for sure. Just building that was crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good build.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, Technic's a fun time. Crazy stuff. We got a couple comments. if you
Yeah,
wanna
Lauren,
drop those there.
filler text said they should have brought back the Technic figs for these, and I agree with that.
That would have been fun to see. I agree too.
Yeah.
Give me
I'm
some more
part
helmets.
engineer at heart. I enjoy both regular Lego and Technic. Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
If you can tolerate it, then by all means, it's. I mean, it is great, and you can do a lot with Technic, but I'd rather just get lost in my little fantasy world and build castles and taverns and that kind of thing, where people want to make mechanisms that work. And like I see those guys making like the wave thing or like something move, when you turn the crank, and I'm like, that's great, but how much time did you have to put into figuring out what you were doing to get that to work that way? Like that's engineer job. I am bored to death doing stuff like that.
I have some fun with doing some power functions into things, but it's a more of a basic mechanics. I'm not getting crazy with it.
It was kind of like I know you played Minecraft, Jason. I don't know about you, Stacy, but back I don't know, probably a decade ago, there was a couple guys that came out and they're like, we spent 12,000 hours making a computer in Minecraft with redstone, and I'm like, why would you do that?
Wow.
Yeah, no, good job, I guess, but like. I don't know why this is good.
No thanks. No thanks. All right, I'm gonna move out of this. A lot of city stuff coming out this year. I just wanted to show these two. These are my two favorites that are coming out. I love the monster truck and the burger truck. It's super cool. I like to build for both.
Yeah, the burger truck is amazing.
That's a great build. Burger truck is that's a fun one for sure. I could see getting that one. Monster Truck's fun as well. They've done a decent amount of Monster Truck stuff, though, haven't they? Because I think they did a couple for the Lego City Stunts stuff that they did a couple years back.
I think you're right.
Which is cool. I like it. I have the Monster Truck Rally set. Like, I'm gonna build that with my son.
Yeah, but isn't this the first one that comes with the tractor tires?
Probably.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, those do look like the correct tires for a monster truck. That's for sure.
They are.
I like that the burger truck is like a lowrider.
Yeah, it's super
just
cool.
Like right on the ground there.
It's got a cool wrap on it and some printed decals.
Yep. That's
in my world.
Yes.
It's fun.
Yeah, I like it. And then also coming out in 2024, we've got quite a few new creator sets. I mean, just I'm showing these two, but the giraffe seems kind of cool. The big giraffe build. But I think I'm gonna get this little dragon, and I'm gonna take those stupid Fabuland looking eyes off of it, and I'm gonna put some evil and dark on there, and then I'm gonna set it on my shelf.
There you go. Put
some actual dragon wings. Put some actual dragon wings on there.
Yeah, I think it's a baby dragon.
It does look like a baby dragon. Yeah, but you could make it not a baby dragon if you put some big wings on it.
Definitely.
I like that though. I like how they did the tail with the multicolors on it.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's pretty impressive. I do like that a lot. It's a fun guitar build too, like a Hawaiian kind of build there.
Filler text says the dragon looks like it's Duplo.
It does.
Kind of has a little Duplo vibes. Although, if you've seen the dragon Duplo
it wouldn't if I got a hold of it.
Yeah.
There you go. Andrew, have you seen the dragons from Duplo, from the Lego or the Castle Duplo stuff?
Yeah.
They're pretty hardcore.
They are.
There's like 2 of them, and they're like intense Duplo dragons.
Yeah.
They're
well,
fun.
I mean, with my son being 8 months old now almost, we've been collecting Duplo.
That's awesome.
So like the first one was the forest animals, European forest animals.
I got that for my daughter.
And then I just got the Disney castle for him as well.
Very cool.
So
the forest animals set is amazing.
Yeah.
That's a really cool Duplo set.
I don't like Fabuland, but I can get down on some Duplo.
Yeah, there you go.
I have like 58 pounds of Duplo in the bottom of my big castle right now.
Andrew, you're not a fellow Fabulander?
No, I'm not.
Oh man, I need to start another Instagram page that's just called Fellow Fabulanders, and it's just an elite select group of people.
Yes.
I don't know what the content would be, but Or just
I'm
be
gonna
like, "You
become
have
a member just to come in and shit all over everything.
Yeah, yeah. You just like destroy our like nice little group of Fabulanders. Just Andrew
I
comes
just
in, just like the big bad wolf.
I have to love the themes that everyone hates. I don't know what it is. I feel drawn to the ones that everyone
I'm
dislikes.
I'm kind of like that. I'm not that guy for this channel. Like
Yeah.
Andrew's kind of like the more like grounded in his like the ways of what he
Mhm.
likes and doesn't like, and then I'm kind of like, Extreme
He's
Team
the
wasn't so
neutral.
bad.
Yeah.
He's the neutral guy.
I'm not neutral necessarily. I like some of the stuff that people didn't like. Like I was always a proponent of Fright Nights, and now Fright Nights is cool. But it wasn't cool when I got on the platform. People
Right.
hated it.
Yeah.
I feel like I've
Yeah.
changed some minds
I
with
think
my
I've
with
done that
I'm doing the
too.
Lord's work out here.
Yeah.
Whatever. You're crazy,
Did
dude.
we talked about Basil being a vampire, right?
Yeah, I mentioned that he had a weird mustache and he was
Yeah.
like had
He
teeth
got the
coming
pokey
out of
teeth.
it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I was just making sure we covered that.
Yeah.
There's another a floral set. Oh, well, we might as well point out real quick. I know you probably said this already. There's a ton of releases, 120 of them, something like that. They're all over the
150.
place.
150.
150. Yeah, something crazy. So we're just covering obviously some of the ones that kind of spoke to us and we found interesting. Because we can't cover all of them. But
No.
I did want to mention did you see the bouquet of roses?
I did.
That's
that
crazy.
looks really good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice.
So go look up that, guys, for another one of the botanicals. That might be one of the best ones they've done.
Yeah, my wife is
Just-
getting that for Valentine's Day this year.
Dude, yeah.
I'm
for
gonna
real,
build
man.
it and then just give it to her.
There
That's
you go.
the dream. Yeah.
But the designs they have three different. It's not just the same rose either. They have three different styles they worked into the whole bouquet.
I like
And
the
there's,
little
like,
whip. I like the whip
Yep.
to make the curl in the center.
Yep. The little
Dude,
Indiana Jones whip. Yeah.
Such a good build.
It's
So
crazy.
good.
It's crazy. So check that out. They're taking the flowers to next levels over there.
Yeah, man.
Google user all hail Fabuland. See, this guy knows what's up.
Yeah, bet he does.
We still banish people to Fabuland on this channel now and then.
Yeah.
If you say too much heresy in the comments.
That's fair.
But is that it? We got the kind of the
I
wrap
mean,
for that.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much. I just want everybody to know that there's a shit ton of Legos coming out this next
And
year,
demonetized.
and it's gonna get expensive.
Every year it gets more expensive.
It seems like it. It seems
Yeah,
like it.
well,
Yeah.
have you noticed there was a whole outcry, year and a half ago or something, when they literally changed the prices of the sets that were already on the shelves and they cranked them all up $50 to $25 or whatever. Yeah. Well, I think they've done some internal adjustment because some of these sets that came out, like the Harry Potter ones we just looked at, none of those are above $100. The little boathouse is like 30 or something, and the tower was like 49 or less. So like they seem to have fixed some of their pricing issues. They're making a ton of sets, so just volume's going to cost you because there's so much cool stuff. But it seems like some of the pricing is getting a little better. I could be wrong, but looking at some of these prices, I'm like, oh, that seems kind of reasonable.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that between the Alpine Lodge, which is the new holiday set for $100, and the Viking Village for whatever it was, 130.
Yeah,
those are two phenomenal parts sets for right at $100.
My buddy bought two of the Viking Village. He's like, no, at that price, I'm buying two.
Yeah,
like, yeah,
right.
Definitely worth it. I think that those two sets are the most recent ones that I couldn't complain about at all
for the price.
Yeah, I mean, $100 Lego set is nothing to me. Like, if it's good, I'll go buy it. Right? Sure. It's when we get up there in the $500. Like, I've been wanting a second Lord of the Rings Rivendell.
Oh,
I've been wanting a first.
Yeah, same.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can pull the trigger.
Dude. $1,000 for two Lego sets. That's hard to swallow. Yeah,
it is. It is.
I'm out at the 250 is like the cutoff for me.
Yeah.
At this point in my life. So, yeah. I mean,
well, for me,
but
for me, the 250 is like cut off, and then I probably won't be buying anything for another 6 months.
Exactly. Yeah,
Or
that's
more.
I mean,
Because yeah,
I have to
we're
budget
not
for that.
we're
So
not sitting. Yeah, exactly. That's you gotta.
right.
Yeah. Well, and what sucks is there are several sets that are over like 250, $300. I would love to get my hands on one of the haunted houses. I'd love to get my hands on the Orient Express. I'd love to get one of the
Right.
museum sets. Like that's $700, $800, $900, just those
Yeah.
three.
Yeah.
The Lighthouse, love that one. A-frame, still got my eye on that one. But I'm like, oh, now we're into like 13, $1,400 for these.
Right.
So I have to pick and choose. I got to go with the Icons
Yeah.
remix, the originals. That's where I'm shooting for now.
What
That's
I
If I can get
did-
anything,
yeah.
yeah.
What I did a couple months ago, I was talking with Lady Bricks. I was like, this is going to be an expensive fall because we have to get all these Disney sets. You know, the camera, the London, the
Sure.
the villains one with the tapes and the apple and the new castle. I mean, just those alone, you're at $700-800, right?
Yeah.
So what I did is I just started allocating jobs. Like I'd do a sale and sell a job, like in my other business, and I'd be like, okay, this is buying that, and I'm working to buy that. So I would just
That's
set
fair.
it aside, and that was how it kind of got it
Yeah.
done.
So that's in a way that's you budgeting for it, right?
Yeah,
Just like the rest of us. Yeah. No, I totally understand that. I mean, take out another job. I mow some lawns. Do something. Sell some stuff online.
chop
What's
logs.
cool for exactly. What's cool is for me, what's really nice is I do have a locally owned shop that's not affiliated with Lego that you can. She's really awesome, and she'll let me like trade stuff in for either cash or store credit. And a lot of times she has cool stuff at the store. So that's another way. If you have like a backlog, a lot of people like I got all the Next to Night stuff. Do I need that? Probably not. Wrap that
You need to
stuff
get rid
up.
of that. You need to get rid of
Probably
it.
get rid of that. So I have some of these things I've been sitting on. I thought it was good at the time, not so good looking back.
Yeah.
Pack it up, get some money for it, buy some of the stuff that you're currently looking at. So there's also that. It's Lego is a currency in itself. Just
That's
keep that in
true.
mind.
Yeah,
So
very true.
there is that. It is an asset you can leverage to get some of the new stuff if you don't.
Alternate candidate says key to Lego is to only look at one price at a time. Otherwise, it hurts too much.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly. Right. You stack them up, get 3 or 4. Yeah. You got to go take a break. Someone said Jose got the Viking Village for $88. What?
No, the Viking ship. That was the
The
Viking
Viking
ship.
ship.
Oh.
Well, the ship is the same price as isn't it? Isn't the ship 120 and the
I think
village
it was,
was
actually,
130?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. That's where the price disparity shows really well, and I think that's where they kind of fixed it because the Viking ship should not be $120.
No,
That's
it should have been
crazy.
$80.
Exactly. And then you come out with a whole village with printed shields and fully produced figs and everything.
Great
and
build.
it's only $10 more, and I think it adds more. It might even have more parts. I'd have to double check that.
Oh, I'm sure
So
it does.
A lot of pieces for the price.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I think Lego's maybe adjusting and fixing some things because the Viking ship is priced at that crazy price hike time.
Right.
So we'll see. But anyway,
Did you all
so
get
we got
any?
the Viking. Oh,
Did
go
you all
ahead.
get any Black Friday deals?
Yes.
Black Friday. What did I order on Black Friday? Oh, I just got a couple of Minecraft sets so I could get my little mini Falcon castle.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. Same.
was
I was like, just to do enough.
Yeah.
I ended up
because I knew that there was a December 1st purchase.
Right.
Like a week later. Like I've been buying these GWPs. Like it seems like every 2 weeks I got to spend $250.
Yeah. Are you getting the wagon, the Christmas carriage?
Yes, it's on its way.
No,
Mine
good. Nice. I didn't get that one. I don't know if I'm getting that one. That'll be.
I had to have that one.
I was
Yeah,
holding
so-
out a pick a brick order for that one, so it worked out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's good. I actually, I for all the talk I've talked about the Lion Knight's castle, I don't own it. I've never built
Oh,
it.
okay.
So what I ended up doing on Black Friday is somehow they put that thing up there for 300 instead of 400.
Yeah, that was a great
I-
deal.
And I used $100 worth of points and got the castle for $200.
50%
that-
off. You can't beat that.
That was my Black Friday.
Yeah, there's
Got
your
another one of
Black
them
Friday
beach
deal,
shows
Stacy,
as
right
well.
there. $200 off the Lion Knight's castle.
That's
I
all I
did
could
I had not gotten the blacksmith, the medieval blacksmith. So that one was 35 off.
Nice.
So
That's a good
and
one.
it was isn't it like retiring soon or
Yeah.
something? So I had been debating on it for 2 years and I was like, well, it's finally
Have you built it?
price. I haven't. No, it I don't even know if it's come in yet. So
It's
yeah.
a really good build.
Yeah, I'm
The
excited.
tree
Now that
sucks.
I'm getting it, I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, I have
Send me-
2 of them.
Send me a message when you build the tree. I almost threw the whole set out the window building that tree.
Oh, come
I
on.
do remember hearing about the tree when it
The
came
I
tree's
out.
hated
fine.
that tree, dude. And it doesn't. Okay, look. I mean, there's been some cool trees. That one's not that cool.
Yeah.
Like, it looks okay, but for the amount of effort you have to put in to build it, I'm like, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
I also am I hate repeat steps, and it had like 300. It seemed like.
Oh.
So,
Gotcha.
but it's not as bad as apparently the Pac-Man. Did you build the Pac-Man yet, Andrew? Do you have that one?
I didn't. No, I didn't buy that.
I guess there's like a part of it where it's like times literally in the instructions. It's like times like 96 or
Oh,
something.
I would lose it. I
Yeah.
For
hate
the like the little belts for all the little things to run around
Yeah,
on or
that
something. Yeah.
that would wear me out.
I was like, I'm not doing that because the Tower of Orthanc was too much for me. I mean, I still built it, but it was like repeat this wall thing like 20 times.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, dang it. Come on. I want to build the cool inside part.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, the tree on the blacksmith can die. I'll probably rip it off and replace it with something else because I hate it that much.
Yeah,
You
so
would
that's
probably design something better anyway. So
it's a good
For the
build.
tree,
It's a good
maybe.
build, Stacy. So I hope you enjoy that one.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Well, guys, I mean that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
for
We had an
this
hour. That's
episode
about
right
what we
now.
do. We try to
Yeah.
talk for an hour.
Yeah. Next week we are going to be talking about Fantasy Era.
Yeah,
And
fantasy
we're gonna
era. Are
break
we
it up into
doing?
2 parts.
Do we know what faction? So we're just gonna cover 2 factions, then maybe 2 factions in the next one. Or
Yeah,
something?
well, there's 4, so it's
Yeah.
probably going to be 2 and 2, but they're going to be kind of an odd crossover because there's so many mixes, like trolls
Yeah.
fighting humans, and then humans fighting skeletons, and then
troll fighting
trolls fighting
orcs.
dwarfs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so we're going to jump into that. Like I said, it's December. It's my favorite time of the year, and I want to talk about Castle.
Nice.
So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, so we had Stacy on. Thank you for joining us again.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Anytime you want to just message us and be like, hey, I want to come on your show and talk about this, you just holler at us.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Unless it's Fabuland.
Oh man, well then never mind.
If you could maybe jump onto the Fabuland talk we're gonna do for the exclusive behind the scenes subscribers only talk where Andrew loses his ever loving mind.
Yeah, we're gonna be working on that.
Well, if not Fabuland, I guess Belleville would be okay. So
Yeah, we could do
Ooh,
that or Jack
Velcro.
Stone. Either one, I'm down to talk about
yeah,
that.
Jackstone. Yeah,
Jack Stone.
and then Galador. We'll just hit all of them. So
Ooh, Galador, that's a rough one. That's the joke, though, right there.
Maybe we'll get City Castle next.
Ooh,
I would
and then
honestly-
City Pirate.
Yeah.
Kind of already have
Ooh.
City Pirate
that's true.
with those stupid gift with purchase pirate thingies.
Hmm.
Little pirate
Steve, yep,
playground.
thank you. Thank you, Stacy, again for joining us. It's always good to have an extra opinion besides me and Jason because we obviously don't see eye to eye on everything, but some things we do.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was great having you. Check out Stacy. Check her out on Instagram and on YouTube for Bricks and Giggles.
And Etsy and everywhere else.
Yeah,
I'm
that store
everywhere.
name that I couldn't remember how to talk. Yeah, that one. Do you do Bricklink as well?
I do. Yeah.
Check her out on Bricklink. There
Yeah.
you go. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you everybody in the chat for jumping in. Lots of great comments tonight. We had there was like 33 people. Well, there's 33 people watching right now. Well, sorry guys. We're gonna leave now. So it's over. Why are you still here?
But we will be back next week to talk about Fantasy Era. There's going to be 2 parts, part 1 and part 2, and then I'm not sure.
We're getting close to Christmas at that point. So
yeah, we'll be close to Christmas at that time. Filler Tech says I like turtles. That's great.
I like turtles.
Matt also likes turtles.
We got a lot of people who like turtles.
Yeah, have a good day, everybody. Have a good night.
All right.
Hope
Have a good
everybody
one.
had a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, another episode complete in the books. You guys have a good night. We'll see you next Monday.
See you later, guys. Take it easy.